Okay, now I see that and don't have anybody watching yet, so I'll go do that other magic now.
There we go. Mute that.
Oh, I'm just shoot, let me go over this way. And of course, mute it. Okay, did the three dots, and now where do I go?
Managing moderator.
I'm not seeing that as an option.
What does it show?
Well, let me try it again. Oh, I found add as moderator.
Ah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Let me check.
Oh, and we have 2 viewers now.
Oh, nice.
Hi, and I'm Thrifty Tim, along with Sir James here, and this is Tuesday afternoon with Thrifty Tim.
Hello, everybody.
Where we talk about music, books, movies, and TV, and other such nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
So, what have you been up to, James?
Not much. Just did my stream on Sunday. After Dave left, Jude and I took over, and I went 4 hours and 49 minutes long.
Yeah,
I had to about music.
I had to go lie down. That's why I left.
So I have some records to show you, and the new one that I got yesterday from my friend back home for my birthday.
Okay.
All right. So, this just arrived yesterday for me from Amazon because he ordered on Friday for me, and here it is, right here. Bon Jovi, his first album. And so it's on 180 gram vinyl. This one's a real rocker. I listened to it yesterday when I first got it. When I got home, I didn't even go ahead and come on here and talk about it right away. I made a video of it, but I said no, I got to listen to it first, and I put it in this inner sleeve that my friend George gave me some inner sleeves. It's better for the record itself. This was the sleeve it originally came in with all the song lyrics.
Right.
And there's Bon Jovi himself here.
Of course.
And this guy over here is the famous guitarist there, Richie Sambora, the one that left.
Yep.
And the only song I recognized on here was Runaway. The rest I didn't know. But it's a great album. I loved every song on it. And I almost was going to...
You might like their second album, T70 800 Fahrenheit.
Oh, yeah? Night. Well, I'll definitely have to check that out.
My favorite Bon Jovi song is on that album called In and Out of Love.
Huh. Now we're going to go on to some other ones that I told you about. This one is free album set, original stars from K-Tel Records, 60 flashback greats of the 60s.
Okay.
So you get 3 discs in here, but I'm not going to pull it out because this box is falling apart.
Yeah, I have similar albums to that. I have stuff from the 50s and 60s like that.
Then we have this one here, Hit Parade,
Okay.
with all these songs on here. Then we have 25 smash hits,
Okay.
as you can see.
Yep.
Then you open it up to the gatefold. Football Lady. And next up we have, if this doesn't fall out, we have The Ventures.
I have several of their albums. I might have that one even.
Then we have The Best of Burton Cummings.
Okay.
What an ugly sweater.
Yeah.
It's two
It's
discs.
from the 70s.
It's a two disc set, but what I don't like is it's in a one sleeve. You know, if it was in a gatefold on either side, that would have been easier. And then it's harder to get it back in.
I have 2 or 3 of his albums.
Now, this is a guilty pleasure. Don't laugh. Boney M, Night Flight to Venus.
Okay.
And this has Rivers of Babylon, Brown Girl in the Ring as well. And here's the gatefold. And the back. And we have, next up, we have White Christmas, Bing Crosby. Can't go wrong with that for Christmas time, you know?
Yeah.
Love me some Bing Crosby. Then next up we have the Irish Rovers. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, I've heard of them. I don't think I've heard any of their music, though.
Yeah, I love the Irish Rovers. Gatefold, lyrics, songs, and stuff. Then, more Irish Rovers. On the Shores of America. There we go. There's the Irish Rovers. And this guy here at the back, he was my favorite of the Rovers. And this guy here, he's the leader of the band. And then next up we have, once again, the Irish Rovers. Another great album. And next up we have, now we're going to get into some country western.
Well, I don't consider her to be country, but she has a lot of country hits.
Yeah, I love Olivia.
I have most of her albums from the 70s and 80s.
So on this one we have Let Me Be There, Me and Bobby McGee, Banks of the Ohio, Love Song, If Not For You, which is a Bob Dylan song, side 2, Take Me Home, Country Roads, Angel of the Morning, If I Could Read Your Mind, Help Me Make It Through the Night, and Just a Little Too Much. Yeah. Then up we have another Olivia. Have You Ever Been Mellow?
I have that one also.
Then we have another one.
And I have
Don't Stop Believing.
I have it also.
There we go.
If I remember right, it was on that one she does a Bee Gees song.
Which one is that? Okay, Don't Stop Believing, 1,000 Conversations, Compassionate Man, Never Newborn Babe.
I think it was Come On Over was written by
Hey, Mr. December, Dreammaker, sorry. Every Face Tells Its Story. Sam, Love You, Hold the Key. I'll Bet You a Kangaroo. The Last Time You Loved. Okay.
Well, look at it. I think it's a song, Come On Over, I think was written by Barry Gibb anyway.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Now, let's go on to the next record. which is a gatefold. Now this one's another K-Tel, 2-record set. K-Tel presents the greatest hits of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, 40 original songs, 2-album set.
Okay.
And there's Frankie Valli.
I have some Frankie Valli in my collection, so
all the hits on here. Now we have the gatefold. Then we have the Four Seasons, new gold hits.
okay.
And then we have the last one. I love the music of Maurice Jarre, and this is a great soundtrack to a great movie, Dr. Zhivago.
I have that one.
And that is all my records. So you can make me small.
I'll not make myself big. I'll just show some. I pulled a few off my shelf. I can pull more off that because they're right by the shelf.
All right. Well,
Okay.
that was close. I almost fell off my chair.
I can't
Over.
remember whether I showed this last week or not. Tom Petty.
Oh, I don't think you did.
Damn the Torpedoes.
Ooh, nice.
This is the one with Refugee on it.
Mm-hmm.
Refugee and Here Comes My Girl. And Don't Do Me Like That are all on it.
Don't Do Me Like That. That's a good song.
The Moody Blues Cop Live +5.
Ooh.
This is from the concert was back in 1969, but they didn't release it until like 77. And they weren't wanting this one released because they didn't like how it sounded. But London had that. But this is after they had started the Threshold label and stuff. So London had did it.
Okay.
Take the Letterman Love Book.
Ooh.
This is pretty much they're known for doing covers, and this is pretty much all love songs on here. Like some of the songs that like they sing the wedding song, There Is Love. How Can You Mend a Broken Heart, Bee Gees song. Ain't No Sunshine. Don't Pull Your Love, and If they do all those on there. Okay, this is Kingfish. This was a side project of Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead back in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
And
I don't think I've ever heard of that album or the band to begin with.
Yeah, I hadn't either, but I noticed Bob Weir on it, and so that's what got me buying it. Okay, this is Blows Against the Machine. It's Paul Kantner's Jefferson and Starship. This is different than Jefferson Starship. This was after Paul Kantner left the band, and see, it's a gatefold.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember what year it is. It might be around 1970. It shows on here. So. Jerry Reed, Tupelo, Mississippi Flash.
Mm.
Of course, his albums are pretty much our country there, more of a humorous country. The last of those right there is the Moody Blues, How Every Good Boy Deserves Favor.
I have that one too.
Well, I figure you don't have all of them I have, though.
Well, you probably have the one I want, Secret of Searching for the Lost Chord.
Yeah, I have that one. I'll just folded some off from the from the shelf there, a bigger grouping. Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush.
Mm.
That's a band. That's a band you might like. Harder rock.
Oh, wow.
Dolly Parton. First Harvest or New Harvest First Gathering.
Wow, look how young she looks.
Yeah, this is from '77,
Mm.
and I'm just trying to remember. Oh, like she does, Love Has Lifted Me Higher and Higher on here, and she also does Applejack. Marie Osmond,
Wow.
My Own Little Corner of the World, and this
What's
one,
it say on the price tag there?
$1.69.
Ah.
I got it.
If only all records could be that price.
See, they sell them from 74. Okay, this is just different than the one you have. A lot different.
Oh, that's a different cover.
This is a Japanese pressing.
Oh, okay. That would make sense.
And see, the songs on here are on side one are If Not For You, Banks of the Ohio, Love Song, Winterwood, Everything I Own, and you'll like this one how she ends off side one. What is Life?
Mm. Yep, George Harrison.
And side two is Take Me Home, Country Roads. The more use or something, I don't know French and can't speak it, so now of course Let Me Be There. Change. Music makes my day. If you love me, let me know. Okay. Helen Reddy. Music, music.
Mm.
And seeing if just looking see if there's any that keeps on cycling on here. It doesn't look like it. And this is from '76. Now here's a good one.
Ah, Linda Ronstadt. Yes.
Simple Dreams. Of course, this one is one where she does It's So Easy.
Yeah, that's a Buddy Holly song.
Yep. Well, did you notice what I had for the title screen on here?
I noticed it, but I didn't get it.
The Surf Ballroom.
Oh, the Surf Ballroom. Oh, that's where they played.
Yeah, the last place Buddy Holly played.
Oh, okay.
And it's like 7 miles from my hometown. I'm from Mason City, Iowa, originally.
Wow.
And the Clear Lakes are like 7 miles from it there. And they had just taken off from the Mason City Airport when they crashed.
Mm.
And here's a in the hut inside. But then on side two, she does Blue Bayou, Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me, and Tumbling Dice all on that side.
Blue Bayou. I like her version better than Roy Orbison.
I like her version of Tumbling Dice, Chief. You know,
Because I don't like the background lady singing on Roy's version because they go, "Oh, Bobo Timberly, eh?" This sounds corny and cheesy. It's like, come on, give me a break.
Okay, this is Ted Nugent's and Boy Dukes.
Ah,
This is Tooth Fang.
oh wow.
Okay, I have a Canadian band here. This is my favorite album by this band.
Rush. Oh yeah.
A Farewell to Kings. I just like all the side one on here. And see, it's a gatefold.
Nice.
But like that on Farewell, on side one, it's just two songs. A Farewell to Kings and Xanadu.
Hmm.
Xanadu's 11 minutes long. A Farewell to Kings is just under 6 minutes.
Wow.
Then side two, Closer to the Heart, Cinderella Man, Africa on Cygnus X1.
Hmm. Closer to the heart. I know that song.
Okay, Mac Davis, Stop and Smell the Roses.
Huh.
And he also does one hell of a woman on this album. Okay, some more Mac Davis. Baby, Don't Get Hooked on Me.
Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. I know that song.
Another Mac Davis, Thunder in the Afternoon.
Ooh.
I have a lot of country, if you can't tell.
Yeah.
I have a lot
Where's
of
Calvin? Where's Calvin? Calvin, get in here. You're missing it all the country.
Charlie Daniels Band. I've seen them in concert 3 times.
Ah. Devil went down to Georgia.
Yep, that's the one on this album. This is at the Million Mile Reflections. John Denver, Take Me Home Country Roads.
Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong.
Yeah, but my favorite song on this album is Follow Me.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
Well, I had that sung at my wedding.
Ah.
That's been over 38 and a half years ago.
Wow.
Nigel Olsson.
Ooh.
This is on Bang Records.
Hey, isn't he the same guy that played with Elton John?
Yep.
I thought I recognized the name.
And he had a hit from this album called Dancing Shoes.
Oh. Interesting.
Okay, this is a 2 LP set.
Oh, Ricky Nelson. Yes. Love Ricky Nelson.
We lost him too soon also.
Yeah.
But see, here's inside. There's a booklet. It's on United Artists. But it's all his older stuff from like the 50s and 60s. Okay, here is the soundtrack.
Buck Rogers. Wow. I remember that show.
But yeah, this is from the movie soundtrack.
Yeah. Boy, that takes me back.
Another soundtrack.
Godspell. I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's very much a Christian one. This one that they had, there was a hit off this one, Day by Day. Okay. This one I have in a plastic holder because it came with all the hype stickers and stuff. I got it for $5.
Ah.
Has all the hype stickers and all the inserts in it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, my friend Darren showed me that one. I've seen that album a couple of times from people. Yeah, It's all Beatle covers.
Yep. It was a soundtrack. It fared better than the movie did.
Yeah. Just like Magical Mystery Tour, the soundtrack was better than the actual film.
Well, the song Magical Mystery Tour on here,
Yeah.
Ambrosia does it. And it just with the way they do it. Okay, here's the worst of Jefferson Airplane.
Hmm. The worst?
Yeah, tongue in cheek.
Oh.
Uh, like on here, they have Somebody to Love and White Rabbit, uh, Volunteers.
I
Somebody,
love White Rabbit. It's a good song.
okay, next is Conway Twitty.
Hmm.
I'm Not Through Loving You Yet.
Look at his hair. Big pompadour.
This is from
The movie.
74.
Hmm.
And then the last one, the Oak Ridge Boys.
Wow.
Oak Ridge Boys have arrived. This has the songs that hit Sail Away on it and Dream On and Leaving Louisiana into Broad Daylight. So
Some good albums.
those and we don't have any viewers right now.
No, it's just the two of us. Just the two of us. Well, I'm hoping Jorgen will join us.
Yeah.
Because that'll be cool to have him up here showing some records and stuff. And well, we're going to see a lot of jazz because he's a jazz man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that Bon Jovi album was so good. That's from 1982. That's their debut album. It only had 9 tracks on it, and after it was over, I'm like, oh man, I wanted it to be a double album. Like more, give me more, encore, encore. I should have flipped it over again, started playing side 1 again. It was so good. And that's a genre called hair metal.
Yeah, I know.
And
remember, I was in my 20s during the 80s.
Yeah, so it's like heavy metal in a way, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But it sounds more rock and rollish if you think of it.
Yeah, hair metal. Some of it was more like hard rock.
Yeah. But the first Bon Jovi album I ever heard was Slippery When Wet.
Yeah,
I had it on cassette back in the day.
I had I knew of them before that from their second album by the song "In and Out of Love."
And Kate told me that New Jersey's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, but eventually I'll get all their albums. And yeah, so I was surprised to find the Breakfast Club on Blu-ray for a good price. Let me just pop it up over here on the side, and I'll tell you how much it is. What it's going to go for. Let me go in the cart here. It's $18.99. 1853 Canadian. That's a really good price, don't you think?
Yeah.
And the Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim on Blu-ray is $14.99. The Flintstones, the complete series, is $56, and then the movie Pretty in Pink with Molly Ringwald is $16.79. So altogether, it's going to be $106.31. So that's not too bad. Because I have 2 gift cards. I have the $100 and I have a $25 gift card. I think that'll cover everything, don't you think?
Yeah.
Because I'm not good at math. So if the other gift card works, then I guess that'll cover everything. So that's good. So I have enough for everything.
Well, for books, I finished this one yesterday.
Oh, Patriot Games.
The book's a lot better than the movie, in my opinion. There's several changes in the movie from the book. and I just like the book better.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well, I never read it. I just love the movie because I'm a Harrison Ford fan.
I think you'd like it.
Oh yeah.
It's full of action all the way through it.
Ah. I'll just have to picture Harrison Ford.
I do that at times. That picture of some of the uh, actors and actresses in them.
Then they had a sequel, A Clear and Present Danger.
Well, uh, yeah, but before that, what movie? This was this was the second book in publication order in this series. But for chronological order, this is the first one. The second, the one that came out before this was Hunt for Red October.
Oh yeah, I've seen that movie.
Yeah,
Sean Connery.
yeah. I have most of the books in the series. There's several written by other authors too. There's over 20 books in the series.
Wow, that's a lot.
And what I'm reading now, this is nonfiction. This is um, into the teeth of the tiger. It's this by Donald S. Lopez. It's his memoir, pretty much about the being being into flying into the China campaign of World War II.
Hmm.
Like he talks about uh, his pilot training and stuff, and
Oh wow, that sounds cool. Yeah.
yes, he of course at the time of this Army Air Corps, but then in '47 became the Air Force. So
Hmm.
uh, so
Now you like a lot of that aviation stuff, don't you?
yeah, I like a lot of World War II stuff in general.
Yeah, I like that stuff too.
But yeah, I like aviation, uh, a lot of aviation stuff because I was in the Air Force for 10 years.
Then you have those Japanese kamikaze pilots too.
Yeah, during World War II. Yeah.
Yeah, they were the ones who risked their lives and killed themselves just to blow up the enemy. Or
Oh, yeah. Trying to take out uh, the Air Force or the carriers,
mm-hmm.
the aircraft carriers. They were trying to take them out too. So we couldn't bomb them as easily.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Of all the books you've read in your lifetime, what would you say is your all-time favorite that you could read over and over again?
Well, uh, my Tom Clancy ones I've read several times.
Oh yeah, but is there a number one novel that you like the most?
I couldn't uh, I couldn't take it down to just one now. I like the early Tom Clancy ones and like the first two or three. But I'm working on reading all of them in publication order. So sometime next month I'll be starting the third one. I can't remember whether I think it might be it's either Clear and Present Danger or Cardinal of the Kremlin, one of those two.
Hmm. Yeah, because Clear and Present Danger comes after Patriot Games.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's next one right after it or if it's two after it.
Yeah, because when the Patriot movies came out, A Clear and Present Danger was the second one.
Yeah, but I don't think Cardinal of the Kremlin was made into a movie.
Ah,
And
no, I don't think it was. No.
So I'd have to look real quick. Well, I can check real fast.
Yeah, because now I'm curious to see where the books go.
Okay, now I'll just have to open it up here.
Okay. I was just doing a test to see if my modding thing worked. It did.
Okay. Okay. So the Cardinal of the Kremlin was the third one. Clone Present Danger was the fourth.
Oh,
So
wow.
okay, so that now you know that.
Yep.
So, and see, I'm working on. Starting next month. I'll be working on like reading a couple of series. I've worked my way through them because I'll probably start with the other series other than the Jack Ryan series. I'll work on the Odyssey series, which starts with 2001: A Space Odyssey, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's like 5 or 6 books of that, and then uh, those were written by Arthur C. Clarke, and then I have around the full Rama series by him also, which I'll do after that.
Well, I wonder if the book will explain more about the monolith.
Never know, might, if it's even in the book. You
And
have
while we
to
had the apes at the beginning of the movie, it did like why is it the dawn of man? What's this have to do with anything?
remember it starts unless it's a Stanley Kubrick movie.
Yeah. Well, of course, he always does weird things in his movies, and like this is a sci-fi movie. Why are we going to the dawn of man with the apes? And then don't get me started on the ending of the movie where he's in that room, then he turns into the Star Child. It's like, what? Or is it a rebirth or something? I don't get it.
Okay.
What I think is you have to smoke the reefer to understand it.
Or get into Stanley Kubrick's mind.
Yeah. It's like, what were you thinking, Stanley? What's this all? What's it all about? What does it all mean?
Because a lot of his movies end up being weird in one part or another.
Well, he did predict the future in that movie with the telephone thing, with the FaceTime. When the guy called home to his wife and he talked to his little daughter on the phone on the video, that was something that came to fruition. We
Well,
got that.
this was written by Arthur C. Clarke, so just had Stanley Kubrick in his movies. He does some weird stuff in them. Sometimes at the beginning, sometimes at the end.
Or when that lady is bringing their dinner to them, and it's a rotating set, and she has to go up and go upside down into the room to get to them. When she goes up that ladder and it goes upside down. Yeah, that's a neat set, or the one that rotates around when the guy's jogging and someone's glued to their chair sitting there. That's a neat thing. I'd love to know. I'd love to see behind the scenes with that, how they did that. But overall, it is a good movie. It's got a great soundtrack to it, and It's I have the soundtrack to the movie 2001. Do you have that?
No, I don't.
I was given it by Rachel. She sent it to me a couple of years back.
But
And the monolith, the music for the monolith is creepy with you remember that scene in the movie?
mhm.
Oh, that gives me chills every time I hear that piece of music.
But I also have like that also Zarathustra. I have the original classical album with
Oh
that
yeah.
it because that was a classical from a classical album by German Richard
Yeah.
Richard Strauss
Strauss.
or Richard Strauss it would be pronounced.
Yeah.
But uh, and but I have the album but that this was one that he was even directing the one that I have it on.
And what did you think of the second one with Roy Schneider 2010, the year we made contact?
I didn't see that movie.
I did.
I have the book, so I will be reading the book. I'll probably watch the movie after that.
Well, it has to be seen once. I saw it. It wasn't as good as the original.
Yeah,
I mean, for
they're usually
1968,
like that.
the special effects in that film were brilliant. The way he put everything together, like you would think it was done in this day and age. The way they put everything together.
Yeah, but that was pre CGI.
Yep. Hold on a second. I'm gonna grab something off my shelf.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I have two movies to show you. If you want to make me big, please.
Okay.
And these are both by Kubrick. So we have 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yep.
And it has special features, commentary by Keir Dalia and Gary Lockwood, Channel 4 documentary 2001, The Making of a Myth, four insightful featurettes, Standing on the Shoulders of Kubrick, The Legacy of 2001, Vision of a Future Past, The Prophecy of 2001, A Space Odyssey, A Look Behind the Future, What is Out There, 2001 effects and early conceptual artwork, Look, Stanley Kubrick, audio-only bonus 1966 Kubrick interview conducted by Jeremy Bernstein, theatrical trailer, and it's 2 hours and 28 minutes. Then here's another classic that he did, and this is the 50th anniversary edition, and the movie lasts 3 hours and 17 minutes, and it stars Kirk Douglas. Spartacus.
Okay.
Do you own this?
I have the sound, or I have Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, I don't have that one, but I have Spartacus. And Tony Curtis is in it.
Yeah.
Peter Ustinov, Gene Simmons, Charles Lawton, Laurence Olivier.
Back when they would get all these big name actors into this the same movie.
Mm-hmm. All right, make me small.
Oh. Let's see if I give you the right cupcake.
There you go.
You know what that's referring to, right?
What?
The cupcake?
No.
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yes. All right. Yeah. That makes sense.
Because I know you've probably at least seen the Disney movie.
Of course, I own it. Who wouldn't love that movie? It's a classic. That's one of my favorite childhood memories. When my dad took me in 1973 or 74 in Toronto, Ontario, we took the bus and streetcars and everything to the cinema. And I remember they were sitting watching the movie. I remember when she eats the egg or something. She goes and she gets taller and taller, and the bird nest is on her head. Serpent, serpent. I remember that scene vividly. And then at the end of the movie, I want to meet them all, but I didn't understand it was a movie. And my dad took me down by the curtains and showed me behind it's just a screen, and he showed me up there that it's a movie projector that puts it on the screen because I was 3 or 4 and I didn't understand. And on the way back, he was blowing in my face like the caterpillar, and I was pretending to be Allison coughing, and it was fun. I mean, that's a great movie, but if you think of it, you know, it's a trippy film, and there's like drug references to that film if you really think of it.
Hmm.
And it's a good movie. And I also own the Tim Burton versions of the film, Alice in Wonderland, when she's older, and Through the Looking Glass, which is also a good one too. But the original cartoon version is still my favorite.
Well, well, what, you were talking about your dad taking you to a movie. Well, there was one time. See, my grandpa died when I was 5. He had cancer. Well, anyway, he had taken one time. He was babysitting my brothers and me, and uh, he took us to the movie. It was the Sons of Katie Elder,
Hmm.
the John Wayne movie.
Oh yeah.
And here I was. I wasn't even 5 yet then. And
Hmm.
just think of how noisy that would be to a child my age back then.
Wow. That is really weird to be going at like almost 5 years old. And did you understand it, or were you restless? Did you want to go?
Well, see, my dad always watched westerns on TV,
Yeah.
so I grew up being around westerns. So
Mm-hmm.
plus we
And
did,
then
plus
and
that plus
go
also
ahead.
we lived uh, in John Wayne's home state also,
Oh,
which is Iowa.
wow. And then you met your wife, and she liked westerns too, and you sang, "My baby loves the western movies." Remember that song?
Yeah. Well, she grew up with her dad watching westerns too. He liked those, and he liked watching wrestling.
Ah, one movie from the 50s or 60s that I would have loved to seen on the big screen in CinemaScope was The Magnificent Seven with Yul Brynner. That must have looked
Yeah,
nice on the big screen.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to have seen. I would have loved to have seen what it was like for CinemaScope. That would have been really cool. Yeah. Uh, I know that what's his face there? Paul Newman did a western called Ombre or something.
Okay.
I have the Magnificent Seven on Blu-ray. I have the remake, which is also pretty decent. Of course, a lot of Clint Eastwood westerns. And there's one that I'm trying to find on Blu-ray, Silverado.
Well, one western I have is McClintock.
Oh yeah. I'm not
That's
a
what,
big I'm not a big John Wayne guy. Like he's not a good like sharpshooter like Clint. Clint's like boom 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 boom. Clint just has that mm.
well, McClintock is my wife's favorite western.
Oh yeah.
And so
Well, I will say the original True Grit wasn't too bad.
I liked it better than the newer one.
I like the remake.
I like the original better.
It just stood out to me more than the other one. Because I don't know, John Wayne, I don't know, he just doesn't stand out for me like Clint does. Like Clint, he knows how to get a good shootout going.
That's who my wife's met, John Wayne.
She
No,
did?
my wife, not my wife, my mom.
Oh, that's cool.
See, she worked for the American Cancer, the State Office of the American Cancer Society in
Oh yeah.
Mason City at the time. And
Ah.
of course, he died from cancer. And so he do stuff for cancer, in support of cancer. Or he uh, had made commercials and stuff for the American Cancer Society.
Well, two of my dad's favorite John Wayne movies are The Sands of Iwo Jima and The Quiet Man.
Oh, yeah, those are both good.
Yeah,
I also like The Fighting Seabees is good,
I've heard of that one, yeah.
and I can't remember all of them. I've watched around all of his war ones also, and
I think he was one of the Romans in the excuse me, the greatest story ever told when Jesus dies on the cross.
okay, I'd have to check that out to see.
Yeah, it's a little cameo. John Wayne's
Yeah.
there in it.
I know they had a lot of big actors do cameos and stuff like that.
Yeah, all they had all these big religious epics in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah,
It seemed to be a big popular thing that they did.
like that, and The Robe, and
Ben-Hur, I would have loved to seen that on the big screen with the chariot race
yeah,
in
with Brian
CinemaScope.
Casper.
Mm. I have the greatest story ever told on Blu-ray.
Okay,
That's a good movie. I have the Ten Commandments on DVD. Charlton Heston. Let me grab it because
okay,
it's a nice box set. You'll like it.
yeah,
Hold on, let me grab it. Let me grab it. Oh. Where does Spartacus go? Oh yeah, right here. This came out around 2005 or 2006 on DVD. So if you want to make me big, and I'll show you the Ten Commandments. Here we go. All right. So this is the 50th anniversary collection. Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments includes the 1956 Academy Award-winning classic and the 1923 epic silent film. And this is cool how it opens like this. You go like that. There's Charlton Heston.
yeah, it's around. They might show that on TV like a week from Sunday because they usually show it either on
Yeah,
Fox or not even 2 weeks this coming Sunday.
but I don't understand why they like what Moses has to do with Easter. And here's the silent film of it, which I never watched. And then all the discs that you get in here. The Ten Commandments Part 1, Part 2, and then this one here, the silent film. Let's see what's behind this. If I don't drop the discs. That over there. This over there. And there's Moses in
Okay.
front of the crowds in Egypt. As you can see there, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
My mom bought me this for my birthday, I think.
Well, another movie they usually show around Easter is The Sound of Music.
No, they usually show the Sound of Music around Christmas time.
Well, it's both Easter and Christmas, I've noticed.
Ah,
And see, I have that on DVD.
oh yeah. I
Yeah.
have it on Blu-ray.
Well, I've been to some of the places where they filmed the movie at in Austria.
Oh wow, you have? That's cool. I can get this back in. Okay, there we go. Flip, flip, and then I love how Moses will come back, and there's the sea, and now he's parting the sea.
Yep.
And you just said the magic word. Hold on, keep me big for a second. I'll go grab it.
Must be the Sound of
grab it.
Music, Cat.
Where is it? Hello, where are you? Ah, here it is. Okay, got it. This is the 45th anniversary edition. The hills are mine. There we go. Sound of Music.
Yep.
A lot of special features on here. So we have the movie. Then we have all the special features.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many movies do you own?
Over 300 something. And it's going to get bigger once I get those things on Amazon.
What does your mom think of your movie collection?
Oh, she thinks it's cool that I have it. Yeah. So the movie's 2 hours and 54 minutes long. And then they put it at 4 hours when they put commercials on TV. I mean, come on. It's not even that long, the movie. All right. You make me smile.
Okay.
Well, I hope Jorgen will come today.
Well, I'm thinking about ending it soon because we haven't had a viewer for a while. Plus my sinuses have been draining into my throat today.
Yeah. And I got to put all
to
these
use
records.
my voice.
Yeah. I got to put all these records back, too. It's like, oh, God. It's fun to take them out and show them off, but then it's a pain in the butt to put them back.
Yeah.
But it's all in fun. Hey, this is what we do. We like to stream. We like to show music to each other and everybody else. And
we like to talk about books and movies and TV shows.
And JJ's out record shopping right now. He's getting some record store day stuff. And he got the red and the blue album, The Beatles, which includes Now and Then on it for $75. I said, hey, that's a good price.
Yeah.
Not bad. Mm-hmm. Yep, and then tomorrow night I have the Fab Forum, and tomorrow afternoon I go live with Kate, and she said she's going to call me later on Facebook for video call when she goes to check the mail because I sent her something. I sent her another package because I got I got it this morning. I checked and it had arrived, so I texted her, "Did you get a package today?" Because I've been tracking it to see, and it said it arrived, that it was available for you. She said, "No, I got to check. I got to check it. My baby niece is sleeping right now, so I'm watching her. And then when I get a chance to go out to the mail, I'll pick it up and I'll give you a call when I get it." Yeah, so that's what's going to be going on. Don't know what I'm doing tonight. Probably going to sit down, watch a movie or TV or something, and yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah, my wife and I usually watch some old shows on TV. Like back on Saturday, I just went to the I have a Roku for my streaming devices on a couple of the TVs, and one's in our bedroom. And she came in and she just wanted to relax it because she worked over the weekend,
Oh yeah.
and I put on Baywatch for her.
Or as most of the guys would call it, boob watch. Oh
I called it Baywatch.
yeah.
Yeah, watching the
Most
babes.
yeah. That's where Pamela Anderson first got her
Oh
debut.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember watching that back in the day. That was after his stint as Knight Rider,
and
Michael Knight.
and now with the way Pamela Anderson looks now, a lot different.
Mm. What you do? Get plastic surgery, facelifts, and all that? Liposuction? I don't know.
Uh, I don't know, but just it's not. She doesn't look as good now. She makes there's one of the nature channels where that she does commercials for it. And,
Uh,
so
well, she's not doing all the big roles anymore, is she?
no,
Now she's doing infomercials.
yeah,
I guess her career's gone down the tubes.
that seems like it. Well, I'm going to let you go now. My voice is starting to get a little rough. So
Yeah, I understand.
okay,
And I
so
will see you not next Tuesday, but
the
following
Tuesday.
Tuesday after that. All
So,
right. Have yourself a good
so
one.
until next time, take it easy and keep on rocking and reading.
Free world. Free world.